First of all, let's do things the civil way. And I know you're probably not used to a person talking to you in such manner, but I'll do that to try to resolve this whole DMV revenue traffic court debacle here in Colorado. That besides any other state in the union, your DMV revenue, extortion, scam and schemes, your traffic court, scam and schemes, your so-called DUI. If it was just, I wouldn't say a word. If it was just, I would go ahead and accept the penalties that you imposed upon me without question. But when you deprive, when you impose illegal restitution, fines, revoke people's driving privileges, when an officer from Wells County lied, said that he gave you some pink slip of paper about the revocation of your license, which he didn't, they go ahead and revoke your license since June 2018, which, mind you, I got into a minor accident here in Longmont, Colorado. The officer that was there at the scene ran my license. The officer told me nothing about my license being revoked, but you said that my license was revoked since June of 2018. June 5th to be exact, because I just got off the phone with your people from DUI revenue. First thing, you need to get your lies straight. Second thing, when you're dealing with me, I will hold you accountable. And that's the mayor, that's the governor, that's the congressman, that's the senators of the state of Colorado. Because you will not intimidate me, because I have no fear of your so-called government, whether it be state, federal, or otherwise. Because true justice implements true laws, and those laws are not compromised by your golf buddies on the golf course, by your tennis buddies on your tennis court, by your social standings, by how much money or which neighborhood you live in, whether you're a political constituent or not. That law covers everybody and is the same for everybody, which it isn't in the state of Colorado, especially in Wells County, as corrupt as Wells County is. And I've placed numerous information about Wells County's corruption, but yet and still, governor, congressmen, senators, mayors, you still let it continue. Now, you take a person to court. First, you lock them up with this orange suit, prison ankle shackles, process a person like they're a common criminal for a misdemeanor, first time offense in my 68 years here on earth, and regardless of how many years I was driving. But you don't take things like that in consideration. The only thing you're interested in is just revenue, how much money you can make. And like I said before, and I reiterate, I guess that six-figure salary that you're making is not good enough. You need to victimize Colorado citizens, you need to extort money for whatever reason and take away a person's driving privileges so they can't get back and forth to work. But yet and still, mind you, you want them to pay your ridiculous, ludicrous fines of extortion. And you can send me letters of saying that you're going to take away some of the costs. But at the same time, you have an officer in Wells County that lied and said that he gave me a pink piece of paper of a revocation for my license, which he never did. Maybe because it was late at night and he forgot. But you gave me the paper that you impounded my car, though. That cost me for over $400 and some odd dollars. That piece of paper you did give me. And the original ticket that had no mention of my breathalyzer test. I guess because it wasn't high enough that I had to stand before a judge. Mind you, that I sent you information online, on Facebook, about the corruption there too. So let's be civil. I have no problem accepting the penalty for my stupid mistake. But as long as they're legit and just, not this belaboring a person because of whatever reason, because your DMV revenue, you need to make a certain amount of money for whatever reason, whether you extort it or whether you do it legally. Now, for the educated people out there, in some states when you're stopped for a DUI or driving while impaired, you get a fine and you get points off your license for a first offense because it is a misdemeanor. That's it, plain and simple. And you'll probably face court calls. But in the state of Colorado, you have to extort. And that's exactly what it is. And you can define it any other way you want to. It's extortion. The amount of fines and court costs and paying for probation, paying for probation services and paying for intervention like you're an alcoholic. Dude, that's the pathetic, asinine, moronic things that just bother me to no end. Is when you victimize people for whatever reason, like legalizing marijuana. You're not making enough revenue. Like your breweries all over the state of Colorado, you're not making enough revenue, full well knowing people are going to go there and drink and get behind a car. Maybe that's the whole scam and scheme of everything in the state of Colorado, having so many breweries. And the DMV sets and just collects revenue because you entice people to drink and drive. And yet still you have the most ridiculous laws in the union. Now, you want to be fair, you want to be just, I'll comply. But if you want to carry on and send me letters, my license being revoked, send me letters that you're taking away some of the expense these ridiculous illegal fines that you impose upon people. You want to treat me like I'm some kind of criminal? This is where you and me will always have problems. DMV, courts in Colorado, mayor, governor, congressman, senator. Unlike some people who just let these things go by and say nothing and do nothing. I already acquired an attorney. And like I said before, I'm going to file an appeal. I'm going to file a civil lawsuit against the state of Colorado because of the corruption that I put on Facebook, because of the corruption that I see in your Wells County courts, and the unfair due process, the abuse of my civil rights and constitutional rights. And you may not have heard this before because some people don't understand what true laws are, what true justice is, because they're so used to accepting the victimization of the state of Colorado and the DMV and your traffic courts. But some people stand up for what's right because I'm a Christian man, because I believe in God. I test the boundaries. I test your system, whether it's just and legal or not. And you can look at this video and think that you're above the law. You're not, because there's always God's law that you're not above of. And you reap what you sow. And we will resolve this matter. State of Colorado, mayor, governor, congressman, senator. If I have to go all the way to the Supreme Court, I will do that. Because I will not accept being victimized. I will not accept my civil rights being abused, my constitutional rights being abused. Enough is enough. You have a good day, and I'll see you in court.